Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekly reading from November 25th through December 1st, 2024. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle coming out for Taurus. Let's see what's going on. So Taurus, what we have is great gratitude and we have playing it safe. This looks very much so like your whole week is going to be centered around the thoughts of gratitude, um, centered around just seeing how things are meant to play out the way they did, being happy even for the things that most people wouldn't be happy about. Just there's a lot to be grateful for in this week, especially if you have been delayed in something, especially if you had to wait on things and plan things out. There's something about being grateful for that, playing it safe. Well, there's something about you being very, I won't say apologetic, super apologetic, right? But there's yeah. All right. Yeah, there's something here about just saying, you know what, I'm going to come from the heart even if you don't. That's the safest thing to do, is to be like, well, I'm going to put myself out there, okay? Because I keep seeing vulnerability. So the three of wands, king of wands, 5 of cups, and 7 of pentacles with great gratitude. It's a thought process of saying, you know what, I'm really grateful that things played out the way they did. How certain communication came out, certain conversations or confrontations happened, even if it was sad, even if it was hurtful, because the 5 of cups oftentimes speaks of something that is really, really hurtful. Sometimes it could be like I'm disappointed, or I regret, or I feel guilty, or I am ashamed or embarrassed. So that could, all of these things could be something that you realize, I'm actually kind of glad they said what they said. I'm kind of glad I said what I said, right? Because it was something that may have been festering and needed to come out, and it came out quick. So that's what it looks like here, that may have occurred. It doesn't look like it's happening right now. They're just showing that the thoughts are centered around, I'm really glad something came out. I'm really glad we said this. I'm really glad this thing happened, or whatever, what have you. Um, this also says that things happen for your greater good, and you realize that now. Like if you're being delayed, or there's any issues or any disappointments or setbacks, you realize it was for your own good. It was the best thing that could have ever happened to you. And you realize this because when things do happen for you, it's already matured and ready to go. So it's not something where hurry up and get there. Then you get there and you realize, oh, we forgot that. Oh, we forgot this. It's like everything's set up. You may realize this week, or spirit wants you to realize this week. It may be difficult to realize this for this to come out too. But playing it safe, that's throughout the week. But so you're talking about like Monday and Tuesday ish. We're talking about playing it safe here with Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. A lot of you may be apologizing for being secretive, for being quiet, for being um, standoffish a little bit, walking away from things, being quick to abandon something, being quick. Some of you may be in that space of saying, you know what, maybe I need to go and have a conversation to let you know why I had to drop things for a minute, or why I had to walk away, or why I didn't want to confront something right away, or something here, or maybe you need to apologize. Some of you may realize, even if I was not fully at fault and they said something that hurt me too, I need to be that person. And even if, say, this has already happened for you, then this is saying that you're grateful that this whole thing occurred. So, playing it safe, your intention at the beginning of the week is either to continue to be someone who opens up and says your private thoughts, or says what's in your heart, which is so smart to do. I don't know how many times I would want to tell people, say that thing. If you love someone, tell them you love them. If you're sorry about something, say you're sorry, because that moment may pass where you can't say it anymore. And there's a lot of things that need to be said, and some things are better left unsaid. Um, but either way, playing it safe. If you may continue to be vulnerable, or you may be in a space where you're saying, I need to be vulnerable, right? I need to say something. I need to tell them something I never told them before. I need to, I may have never expressed certain things, and I need to. So you're talking about the middle of the week here, Wednesday, Thursday-ish, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, with transformation. And so this would tell me that the transformation is about balancing things out, working with other people to fix or keep or maintain a relationship or a connection. A lot of you may be starting a new job or getting new responsibilities on your job as well. Things are changing in a very positive way. It looks like you're needing to balance out something. Like you may be getting new hours, a new responsibilities, or you may have to train someone. You may have to go through training or train others. There's a transformation energy here of everything around you. Like there's something new being introduced, new seeds being planted, and these seeds are going, it's like whatever is being planted, whatever grows, it's going to stick, it's going to grow and become something. I see a progression with this. Even if it is a new job, I see a progression with that. Like it's not something that you're just going to have for a couple months. It's not just seasonal, it's going to be something. um, this is also saying too that, oh gosh, the transformation in this energy is telling me that you're going to be able to move forward and move out of this sad, depressive energy. If you are depressed or if you are disappointed about something, something new comes in to make up for this sadness. And especially if this is, like I said, you guys, like you had a confrontation with someone and maybe you or the other party or both of you said things you didn't really, it's like kind of sad. It's like, dang, really? You felt that way, or you think that, or you know what I mean? That's what you've been holding in and holding on to, kind of vibe. What changes is that something new comes out of this situation. Like it's like a garden. Something beautiful will grow from this, and it will change and balance things out. Now there will be no more. If there was resentment, there will be no more resentment. Now this will be the balance that was needed. Sometimes you got to let something out in order for there to be a balance, kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like you'd be like, oh man, I wish, so and so, I wish they didn't say that. And then you look and you're like, man, they had to get that out, because you see how much lighter everyone feels. And you're like, okay, now what? It's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have held that in. Maybe we should have gone ahead and said what we had to say. Um, because they are showing something old. Like there's something old here, like a resentment or some level of shame or some level of like disappointment or embarrassment that someone's been holding on to. They keep showing me like a skeletal hand of someone that, like, it's past its expiration date. I mean, it's definitely past usefulness, this whatever this is. And so it is time to move forward. Now you have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Wands here, and with friends and colleagues. And so for some of you, towards the end of this week, and you're talking about the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday-ish, that you're going to see people around you wanting to, gosh, they're going to want to either do things with you, or I see a lot of people coming in, and a lot of the decisions that they make may cause more work for you. So like a lot of the plans that they're making, a lot, like if it's your friends, by the end of the weekend, whatever they plan, it seems like fun at first. And you may, there's something about a want or a wish, like I hope that, or I wish that Taurus would show up, or Taurus, you may be like, I hope that they invite me, and they invite you. But Spirit is saying that this is going to be too much. Like something about this is going to be overwhelming. Um, Something about this, you might have to let them down. And or if it's colleagues, it's like whatever they do at work is going to cause more work for you. Um, but it's almost a good thing. Like I said, I'm seeing somebody who's being promoted or someone who's getting extra responsibilities. It's almost like a good thing if it's a colleague issue, because if it's at work, then it's definitely going to be that you are going to be seen, you're going to be recognized for your hard work and leadership qualities, but you're also going to get extra or more. They're going to want to keep you around. It's not going to just be a seasonal thing if that's the case. Maybe you'll add, like you'll be promoted or something. I'm seeing new opportunities coming in for you, and it does come through the way of friends or colleagues. But if it's a friend, they may be inviting you to something, and there's a lot of want and wishing and hoping and all that, but I do see it being too much. Like you might be at the point where you're like, listen, I'm exhausted, I can't come. I see them being let down and sad. This could even be work. They may be like, listen, I got some prior engagement or something new came up and I want to go. And you might be like, listen, I can't do you and me too. I'm tired. I'm seeing that energy at the end of the week. But yeah, this looks really promising. There's a need for a gratitude for everything. Let go of any resentments. Let go of any problems or conflicts that's been festering within you. If you and There's almost this need for you to just say what you need to say. I keep hearing John Mayer, say what you need to say. let it out, let it go. And in the place of gratitude, of understanding that things happen for a reason, and that you feel a certain way for a reason as well, but harboring it is not helping you. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there. I mean, this isn't to say I'm going to trauma dump on somebody, right? But it's more so to say, come from the heart and say things you already know, maybe you've never said, but come from the heart with it. This is more of a loving energy, not necessarily like you suck and everything that you ever touch is terrible. It's like, listen, this is how I've been feeling. I really care about you, but I'm really feeling this, da, 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 or because Knight of Cups is a pillow talker, but also comes from the heart when he speaks. He delivers the message in a beautiful, charming way. And Tauruses are everything charming. I haven't met a Taurus yet that's not. They pick the most beautiful words, and if the words aren't beautiful, they make them beautiful. I don't know. They change that. They'll change the way that it's pronounced to make it sound just that much more eloquent and beautiful. You're like, I didn't even know that word could sound like that. I love how Tauruses do things. This is beautiful to me. But anyhow, you could be dealing with a Pisces main sign. We also have Cancer, Scorpio, or Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So you could be an Aries Taurus cusp, dealing with a Pisces Aries cusp. We have Cancer Leo cusp, Leo Virgo. I mean, no, not Leo Virgo. I apologize. That may be channeled. But Scorpio Sagittarius cusp as well if you're not dealing with those signs, but you don't have to be. Those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.